Okay, guys, here we are with more Vintage Cube. I just played one of these yesterday without you guys. I was able to get a very sweet Reanimator deck and rack up the first trophy, but never mind about that. What are we looking at here? Atraxa, Solitude. I think those two cards stand out over stuff like Snuff Out, Belpius, Smuggler's Copter. Hmm. So let's try and shoot for the stars here with the Traxa. I like that. Traxa Grand Unifier. Good with reanimation, sneaking, natural order, sometimes even just hardcasting. So as I said, we're passing Solitude, Snuff Out, Smuggler's Cup, and Spell Pierce. That's my order for those cards. And even Burst Lightning, Flame Slash, Brainstorm, Bloodchief's Thirst. Like, a lot of solid cards in this pack. I doubt we're going to wheel anything that we're going to use, but pretty good pack, I would say. Starting with the Traxa, what can we follow up with? Okay, Necromancy, very good. Necromancy stands out in this pack because it's just like a way to cheat Atraxa into play, so that pick is going to be fairly obvious. But aside from that, we have strong cards like Remand, solid cards like Jace, Promo Seed Shark. I love Glimmerlens when I'm white. I love Hellrider when I'm red aggro. Respectively, we have a solid Triome. This pack is worse than the other one, but still pretty solid. And we have a like 9 out of 10 card to follow up our Atraxa with, so not gonna complain about that. Huh. Okay, now we're back to reality here. So we can go a few different directions here, I would say. We can either shoot for the stars and be like, yeah, I'm gonna try and be green, black, channel, natural order, a little bit of Eldrazi. We can try and go black-red, and in that case, Seasoned Pyromancer is pretty good. Binning Atraxa, binning other fatties. I actually think that's what I like the most. The other cards are just not super interesting for like my first two picks. And they're not strong enough to, make me want to go in another direction. Okay, this pack is pretty awesome because we can either choose to go Bitter Triumph, Great Removal Spell, and a discard outlet, or we can choose and go Ponder. So basically, if we go Ponder, it's like we're saying we might be blue-black, we might be blue-red, but I think it's better to just have a good card with what you already have that works with what you already have. But it's actually a pretty late Ponder here for whoever gets that fifth pick. Other than that, what are we looking at? Not much that's worth talking about. I mean, Saheeli, Bauble, Research Desk, decent cards, and like artifacts. Of course, Big Boros, Othari, Nissa is a great haymaker. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we kind of dried out of, synergy cards here, for the most part, I guess. So what do we want? Maybe it's just Dak Faden? Splashing blue for Dak Faden. It's also a good discard outlet. I don't think that's terrible. What else are we going to do? Then we can go and take Daretti, which is on color, but way worse. And it does the same thing, though, for us, which is bin fatties. That's actually possible, that we're supposed to take Daretti here. Then we open ourselves... Well, first of all, we're more black-red consistent. And we can focus on picking up cards instead of fixing. Okay, I'll try Daretti. Maybe we get some like good artifact fatty to weld, so to speak. Okay. This pack is actually very strong, like Volcanic Island, Arid Mesa, Hallowed Fountain. That's a pretty sick card. So I think for me it's going to be between Arid Mesa and Retrofitter. Let me just think about how much stock I want to put into the Daretti angle of the deck compared to try and improve my mana later on. I'll take this Arid Mesa, but it's very close with the Retrofitter. I could easily have taken the Retrofitter there. Ooh, nice Corpse Dance. Immediately I saw the Fire Covenant. I love that card, but Corpse Dance is exactly what we need here. Black-red, ideally, is about making your haste reanimators and your like sneak fatties be the same ones. And yeah, Corpse Dance does a great job of that. If that wasn't here, Fire Covenant would be awesome. This pack is also just solid. Like, people are going to wheel either Council's Judgment or Spellseeker. Then it's just, a good day at the office. So speaking of haste reanimators, I just picked up a corpse dance. Let's pick up this Ulamog here. Goblin Engineer wouldn't be terrible. Let's say the Ulamog wasn't here. I could see myself speculating on Engineer, having something like, basically like Mere Battlesphere or something along those lines, but getting another fatty there is cool. We wheel a Flame Slash. That's pretty awesome. I love that card. It's just solid, like, get your creature out of here. Let me buy time until I do broken things. I like that. Yeah, we're not going to play any of these cards, but we are going to take Spara's Headquarters because it pairs with Arid Mesa, and it opens up some kind of splashes, so let's do that. Yeah, we're never going to play any of these cards, in my opinion, so let's just get one of them out of there. Grim Lavamancer is a potential sideboard card, but not something I'm excited about. Let's take Rot Farm in case I open, I guess, exactly like Minsk and Boo, or maybe there's one more card, like Pest Infestation. Then we have Arid Mesa for Headquarters and Rot Farm. That's 3 sources, so maybe it's not nothing. Sunfall, cool new edition, by the way. Just a good Wrath. Gets rid of everything and then you incubate. Just decent card. Ooh, okay. We have some very, very strong cards here. We have Fortheolingus, great card, like insane game winner. We have Pest Infestation, very good utility card. We have Inti, just solid, gets rid of creatures in the hand. Oof. I'm gonna go Fortheolingus here, and then I'm gonna put the Spara's Headquarters in the deck, and I'm gonna look like a genius for picking it up, or picking up Arid Mesa. I guess the Spara's Headquarters that was an easy pick, right? Yeah, we're not passing anything that works with our plan A that well. Well, Inti, I guess, but yeah, Fortheolingus, definitely worth it. What do we have here? Oh, excuse me, guys. So basically, I see Dark Ritual and a bunch of crap. Is that true? Quest Scourger's decent, but I think Dark Ritual, because it turbos out some reanimation stuff, and it's good with Fortheolingus, I think we take that card. The Ritual. Ooh, nice Demonic Tutor. Don't mind if I do. Demonic Tutor is good at setting up, oh, I already have the Corpse Dance, but I don't have, like, a creature in the yard. Oh, might have to edit some of that out. Sorry, guys. Bloodstained Mire would have also been awesome, but this is the perfect glue for the deck. Let's take Demonic Tutor. So here we have decent fixing, good reanimation target in Carnosaur, which is also hard castable, which is something I value quite a lot. Let's see. How many fatties do we have? Atraxa and Ulamog. Maybe it's better to bolster the mana here. Let's see. Can that card wheel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe Blackcleave can wheel. I'm not in a gambling mood here though. Yeah, let's take that. Bolster our mana. Ooh, baby. Nice Gristlebrand. Gristlebrand is good with both Necromancy and Corpse Dance. You gotta love that. This is what I mean with having the fatties that are good with both sneaky cards and normal reanimation. Just super strong. Okay. This pack is not good. Maybe we're supposed to bolster the white mana over taking a medium black card. I'll try that. I mean, Preacher is decent. I don't mind that card, but I think it's a good time to take white mana. Very late Mind Twist. We have a Ritual. That's just a solid card. It's not like insane first pick as it used to be, in my opinion, but Mind Twist, super solid. Let's add that to the fold. New picture on Dark Confidant. Kind of a, yeah, it should just be the invitational one. Not really. That's not really like a hot take or anything. That should just be mandatory, you know? Just imagine new artwork on Hollow Vitor's card or Fairy Mastermind, just randomly throwing some random cartoon in there instead of their avatar. I don't like it. There's an Atali. I take Atali over Xander's Lounge. I think that's perfectly fine. Atali is also good with hasty reanimation and normal reanimation. Sick. Now I'm actually looking super strong on fatties. Huh. Preordain wheeling should be illegal. Pest Infestation wheeling should also be illegal because it's so easy to splash, and Preordain is just so strong. Can I play Pest Infestation? I guess I'll take it. Right now I have 3 sources for it. So there's no Time Vault in the cube, so Manifold Key is kind of just super fringe. I don't like these domain cards either. Gruul Turf. Am I ever going to play 2 bounce lands in this deck? Probably not. Okay, this is looking pretty sick. Like, this is black-red with, like, super good black-red with a couple of splashes. Let's see, Shadow Spear or Shield Breaker? Probably Shield Breaker. Who knows? Shadow. Not really a strong card. Maybe it's Lingering Souls. Yeah, maybe Lingering Souls is better. Scape Shift. I really don't like that card in the cube either. It's gonna see play so rarely. Okay, so we pick up some aggressive creatures that we don't have to play at all. Wow. Oh my god. Mox Pearl, awesome. Reanimate, awesome. Vampiric Tutor, awesome. Blood Crypt, awesome. Ho, 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 ho. The thing is, the white Mox is actually helping me cast one of my best cards. I can't pass a white Mox here, but Reanimate's so strong. And it's actually very, very close. It's not like, oh, I wish I could have both. Well, it's also that, but it's actually not unreasonable to take that Reanimate. Let's say this is the Mox Sapphire. Oof, that would be very close. Shallow Grave is probably what I'm gonna take here. Let's see, how much stuff do I have to put creatures in my yard? Paramancer, Bitter, you're ready. Okay, so I have to work a little bit on that as well. But it's good. We pass a reanimation spell, we can pick a reanimation spell. Taking Shallow Grave over Scrubland is way easier than taking Reanimate over Mox Pearl. Okay, what about now? So here I have Call Against Command, just super solid card. Is Skullclamp good in my deck? I have Lingering Souls, Seasoned Pyromancer, Pest Infestation. Yeah, it's a bit situational in the deck. Maybe I just go and take Call Against Command. That card isn't insane either, but it's solid. Not sure about the green splash. Ooh, there's a flash alongside Bunch of Nothing. Is that true, though? Or is this Oath of Druids just straight up insane in my deck if I cut Seasoned Pyromancer? Ooh. Okay, maybe we're cooking here. Because I don't have blue... Well, I have 2 blue fixers. And Flash is good with 2 of my creatures. Oh, very close. I'm going to take the Flash, but very, very close. Recurring Nightmare. Okay, I'm not sure about that. When I can take a triple on-color land and enable... Maybe this is better then. Let's see. Black, blue. This will be a black, blue land. Is that good? This is also black, blue. This can get untapped in a pinch. Okay. I think I'll take Marsh Flats, but it's close. Oh yeah, it also becomes green for Pest Infestation? Okay. Yeah, never mind. This was just easily the right pick. Here's a Bayou that I will, happily free roll into the deck. Deserted Beach. Do I want a blue-white land that only helps cast 4th and Flash? Probably not. Red-white? Red-white? Probably not that bad. Let's see what else we have. Nothing really. Okay, we're taking a lot of we're taking out a lot of lands here. Let's see if we can round out with some spells. Ophiomancer is solid. The rest of the pack either is worse or we can't cast it. Wow, Vampiric Tutor Wield. But that was actually, it had a Reanimate in it. Yeah, Vampiric Tutor Reanimate. And we're saying no to a Blood Crypt here, but getting another tutor is chef's kiss. But let's see here. We have 9 mana sources, so we need to add a couple of... I mean, we have some red creatures we can play from the sideboard. That's, like, reasonable. Well, maybe I just take the Scrubland. It's going to be, like, the best splash ever. Like, super solid splash. Okay, let's take Mir. We can't play these cards, I imagine. I don't think Bring to Light is anything to write home about. I don't think I'm playing that tab land. I doubt I'm playing that land, but let's put it in there for now. Okay. So I think I might have to play something like a couple of trappers here, but I think that's fine. I don't think Goblin Welder's worth it with only Mere Battlesphere, but who knows. Also worth noting, Call Against Command, you can target yourself, which is not nothing. Okay, so let's say I'm working with this. I might have to cut a card in the end, but that would be fine. So let's just check up on my, let's say, white mana situation. 1, 2, might not play that. 3 with Pearl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So infinite white. We don't need to work anymore on that. What about green? Green, we have 1, 2, 3. I really hope I don't play that. 4, 5. So if I go to, like, remove that one, I still have 4 green. I think that's acceptable for 1 Pest Infestation. Let's check up on red. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 red, so that needs a ton of help, like 5 mountains maybe. We go to 9. Then what about black? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut that. 7, 8. Can we get to 9? Let's see. Now it's 16 lands and a Mox, which would be, like, fun. Let's see how many blue we're at here. 1, 2, 3 blue for the flash. I think that's acceptable. So now I just cut a spell. Crater Maker or Shield Breaker. Wonder what's the worst of those cards. Tough to say. Maybe it's just... Oh, this can kill a small creature. That's kind of neat. This can kill an artifact. Oh, okay. I guess this can as well. So, yeah, I think I like my deck here. We have a bunch of broken stuff. We're splashing some Haymakers. We can cheat creatures into play. We can cast Haymakers. We can play a little bit of solid game with some Flame Slashing, some Bitter Triumphing, some Lingering Souling. Yeah, I mean, I think this deck is quite strong. Let's see if it can perform in the matches. Thanks for watching so far. Let's go. All right, we're here for round 1. So after recording the deck tech, I kind of chickened out and I cut Ulamog in order to play Embereth Shieldbreaker. I think Ulamog was like the worst of my fatties, and getting down to 4 fatties I think is a good number, so I cut a top-end card for a cheaper card. Ooh, Library of Alexandria, that's a good one. My hand here is pretty awesome. I have a Demonic Tutor, so depending on, you know, what I draw, I can stitch together my hand. But I think I have to play this Sanctum turn 1. I think that makes the most sense. Because I might want a Demonic Tutor turn 2. The opponent with active Library of Alexandria can be a problem. Birds of Paradise. Sure. So that's a very good library start. Ooh. Maybe we just do that. Now I can Fourth Theolingus and kinda go from there. So now I kind of have my library online. My fear here is obviously my opponent gets on the board, they overtake the Monarch, I get smoked. The good news is my hand has Demonic Tutor, and I have a card like Flame Slash in my deck. But obviously there are some 4-mana hasters in the cube. Like the worst of them, worst for me would be like Minskin Boo, but we also have Axebane, Questing Beast, Ulvenwald Oddity, etc. Like a bunch of stuff is punishing me here, but I think it's definitely worth it. I draw Sacred Foundry. I'm just going to study my deck list a little bit. Yeah, it's mainly Flame Slash I can tutor for and cast on the same turn. Yeah. Lele is a strong one here. Just any haster. That's just so strong. Opponent gets the Monarch. They don't get any value from Lelia, though. But it's still very strong. I draw the Flame Slash, which is pretty awesome news. Let's see. Do I have any other 1-mana stuff? I don't. So... Let's kill that Lelia. Attack. And then I'll most likely Demonic Tutor for something that's insane with Shallow Grave, so I can go Pyromancer, Shallow Grave next turn. Yeah, this is awesome. Demonic Tutor. I wonder which creature is the best to Shallow Grave. Maybe it's just a Traxa. Traxa, yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. I draw a card end of turn. I don't mind the Monarch switching back and forth in this situation, especially if it detracts attention from my main plan, which is, you know, sending big fatties at my opponent's face. But yeah, red-green has a lot of hasters, so maybe the Monarch isn't the best against that deck. At the time, I only knew about Forest Library Birds, right? Let's see what this is. I don't look like a Reanimator deck now. Right now, I look like Big Boros splashing Demonic Tutor, which is kind of cool. So hopefully it's going to be a bit off my opponent's radar that they're going to get an Atraxa to the face next turn. Bombardiers. Oof. Great card. Wonder if my opponent's going to fling the bird to kill my knight. They just might do that, yeah. Yeah, which is, ironically, pretty good for me. I'm probably going to discard Pest Infestation alongside Atraxa. But let's see. The Ready is also a pretty bad draw, but maybe it's better. Let's go Pest Infestation, Atraxa. Let's go Shallow Grave. Let's draw a gazillion cards. This is a lot of good cards. Empiric Tutor is pretty awesome. Let's see. Corpse Dance. If I go for Corpse Dance Gristlebrand, and I go for... maybe something like Fetch. And I can even take an artifact to boot. Like that. I already have a way to discard, so getting a way to reanimate is, you know... Oh, I go to clean up here. Oh, this is... that's brutal. That's very brutal. Traxa gets in for 7. I become the Monarch. I draw. Traxa's exiled. I feel like I discard the tap land and the Gristlebrand. Keep the Battlesphere. Draw. Red-green is going to have a tough time. Ooh, even Dark Ritual, that's sick. Red-green is going to have a tough time beating a Gristlebrand coming. Also have a million blockers here, which is pretty good against a lot of stuff my opponent can be doing here, including the menace guy already in play. This card is very strong. Broadside Bombardier. Doesn't look like much, but it's pretty sick. The boast thing is because you can activate it even before the opponent gets to block. That's huge. You can sacrifice like pitch elementals. You can sacrifice, yeah, just a bunch of stuff, and just kills super quickly. It's pretty awesome. Let's see if the opponent can cook up a plan here. They had turn 1 library, so they went pretty deep, obviously. We matched that pretty well with Mox, 4 Theolingas, and then turn 4 attacking Atraxa. Refill my hand, attack for 7, gain 7. Very, very strong. What's my next turn? Is it just Dark Ritual, buyback Corpse Dance, Bristlebrand, draw 7, see what's going on, crack for 7. Also, my opponent needs to worry about not dying to the 7 damage in the air plus random chip damage. And my deck has Pull Against Command that can kind of finish the job, but I think that's it. I'm talking about if my opponent had 2 life. The green splash might not be the best against that deck. Red-green, typically like acceleration, hasters, some monsters, a little bit of removal. There's a Cobra. Then draw with the library. Yeah. Drawing with the library in a spot like this is like cracking a clue or sacking a Horizon land. It's really a sign of desperation. Oh, by the way, Mere Battlesphere is pretty good at finishing the job as well with the... Since I buy back Corpse Dance. Okay. The opponent can sweep my board. Take the Monarch. Okay. We're not done yet, I guess. Oh! Corpse Dance on top of... I see. On top of the Gristlebrand. Okay, so that was just not a fair draw. So now I can go Bitter Triumph, discard Battlesphere. Then I go Dark Ritual, Corpse Dance, attack for a bunch. Dark Ritual, buyback Corpse Dance. My opponent needs Endurance and a green card. I get 4 1/1s. Or I guess Pyrokinesis on the small guys would help as well. Tap 4 mirrors. Dome my opponent. Battle Ball coming through for 12. Pretty cool. It was a good play by the opponent to... But it was kind of sad. They had to Fireball first. They couldn't attack first, unfortunately. It would have been more fun, right, for them if I go, oh, Corpse Dance, I'm the champ, I'm going to get a Gristlebrand, and then in response kill the Pyro. But they kind of had to clear the way. Okay, so what was I saying about Pest Infestation? Might cut that card. If I cut Pest Infestation, I can bring in, like, Grim Lavamancer. But actually, the Shield Breaker is kind of bad as well, so maybe just make that swap. I can bring it, yeah, I can bring in Bring to Light. Let's see, Sorcery Instant Creature, right? So that would be Flash, Corpse Dance. They have 5 mana, not the best. Maybe Pest Infestation is just better. Okay, we try this. So port in a Grim Lavamancer because I've seen like weenies and stuff. Alright, game 2. Okay, this is a cool hand. I have removal. Maybe it's going to be a bit awkward if I have to kill something turn 2, but I haven't drawn a fatty yet. Then I lose my discard outlet for Necromancy, but I think that's just how it goes sometimes. Opponent goes turn 1 Bird. Corpse Dance. Corpse Dance is not a great draw because I already had, you know, Reanimation, and I don't have anything to do with it, so. So let's see here. The opponent can most likely play an annoying 3-drop. And I can kill that, but I can kind of... Oh, Oko. That's a good one. But yeah, I just kill Oko right away. I can discard like Corpse Dance. Flash is another card that does next to nothing here. So let's just pay 3 life, I guess. Get rid of Oko. Then, depending on what the opponent does, I have either Fourth Theolingus or Ophiomancer. It's probably going to be Ophiomancer, let's be honest. Yeah. Turn 1 Birds, turn 2 Oko, turn 3 Minskin Boo. That's the dream when you're playing multicolor green. I'm gonna have a very hard time beating that unless I draw like one of my big guys. Demonic Tutor, that's a big guy. But I think the problem is I'm getting kind of getting killed before that. So I can go Demonic Tutor, Itali, and hope to hit something sick next turn when I flash Itali. I think that's my best bet. Itali into hand. Get hit for 1,000,000 damage here. So if I draw Dark Ritual, yeah, if I find Dark Ritual, draw it or find it on Itali, maybe I can beat my opponent. Because I go Flash Itali, get some value, then Reanimate Itali with haste, get some value, and hopefully kill the Minskin Boo. I'm dreaming here, obviously, but I think that's my out. The opponent is dealing me 4 and drawing 4, so now they just have a full grip. And an unbeatable Planeswalker. Okay, so my opponent has like an insane deck. Like, they showed Lelia, Bombardier, Oko, Minskin Boo. Oof, that's a lot of good haymakers. Okay, so they just kill me dead on turn 4. That's insane. My opponent had a turn 4 kill through a removal spell. Oof, that was brutal. I need to do good things against that deck. Holy crap. Still kind of low on the Pest Infestation. Not sure what I can do about it. It's only the Bring to Light. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, without a sweeper, I'm not too big on that. Whew, okay, so I think I need something strong here, or I need to be able to interact with my opponent. This hand does neither. 2 fatties, 5 lands. What can this hand even do? Dark Ritual Corpse Dance. It looks great, but it's really not. Yeah, I have to mulligan here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have to keep this hand, so I can get rid of Mountain and a Fatty. I wonder what the best one is here. I can see the best one being Gristlebrand. But if I get low on life, is Atraxa better? Yeah. Okay. So I keep Atraxa because if this game drags on, let's just say I'm like at a 5 life or whatever. When I manage to reanimate, then this is a better card. Because I get value without losing life. Oof. Yeah. Turn 1 library can be a disaster here. Oh yeah, another reason to keep it is I have flash in my deck. So yeah, I didn't think about that at the time, but I just thought about it. So that's just something that makes it better, you know? Okay, opponent plays Cobra. I think what I'm gonna do is fetch and check if I draw flash or demonic tutor. If I don't, then I kill the Cobra. They're ready. I think I'm supposed to slow my opponent down here, but this could also be... This will... Yeah, this is a lot of looks. So I'm not going to slow my opponent down. I'm going to +2 discard Atraxa. Question is if I'm supposed to do both here. I'll actually do both. I'll look as deep as I can. Okay. Couple of lands that I can exchange into something else if I survive. Or if they're ready survives, rather. Oof. This is brutal. So game 1, I was able to do my thing fast. Game 2, my opponent does their thing fast. And then game 3, mull to 5, hope to draw the right thing, playing against Library, which is actually not that bad, because if I get going with like Atraxa into the next reanimation thing, I don't think red-green having a bunch of cards is that important, right? So maybe that's like a blessing in disguise for me, and because my opponent is easily out-resourcing me this game. But that might not be what the game is about. So I really want to survive with this Duretti. If I do, I think I like my chances. Sometimes, you know, it's insane to have the great, oh, discard a fatty, reanimated, beat you deck. And sometimes it's just great to have, you know, Birds, Oko, Minsk, and Boo. Because those cards are just good at any stage of the game, right? You don't have to stitch anything together. I like both strategies, and I think it's actually pretty balanced, I would say, in Vintage Cube. People win all the time with broken, they win all the time with non-broken. Oof, so brutal. Now my Duretti's gone and I have 2 crappers in hand. My Duretti's gone. Pyromancer. Okay. Let's go. Actually, now my hasty reanimators are in jeopardy. My opponent can kill that card. Ugh, so bad. Oh, just so bad. Come on, opponent. Finish me. Finish me off. Red. First lightning. It's very important to get that into the graveyard. Now it takes 5 mana for me to get it out of there. What is this? Rampaging Raptor. Take 10. So Raptor tramples. Lelia doesn't. I'm thinking about how good Lingering Souls is right now. Not the best, right? Flame Slash. Okay. We play on. So it's super sad. I have to Flame Slash the Raptor. And then I go double Lingering Souls. Then I can block the Lelia for days while I try and draw Necromancy specifically. Or I have time to Pyromancer from the yard. Let's see if the hits keep on coming. 4 mana. We've seen Minsc and Boo already. I don't like that prospect. I feel like we bought enough time. Even digging so deep with Duretti, with Pyromancer, we can't ask for more time. Like, if my deck didn't produce a fatty by now, that's just how it is. You can't really be mad about that. The opponent's deck did what it was supposed to, even a bit like off curve here, of course, with more resources from library, but from we saw the first 2 games, we knew if we couldn't produce a fatty on like turn 4, we would be in trouble. My opponent has very high card quality. Huh. Oh, okay. So my opponent finished me off here from 9 all the way down to 0 with Fiery Confluence for 6. To be fair, the opponent could just have swept my tokens, right? And I would even be super dead. Like, sweep my tokens, deal me 4, attack. That's just game over. And Pest Infestation definitely wasn't going to help me here. All right, so I'm 0-1 here. Let's see if we can rally back in the next ones. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's try again here. We won the die roll, round 2. Ooh, 3 fatties, a Shallow Grave, and some lands. So, before I mulligan this hand, I will say, if I was on the draw here, I would keep it, draw, discard, and then I had a turn 3 Hasty Gristlebrand or Atali. But I think on the play, it's too much. Wow. This is cool. This can do some stuff. And we don't care about the Shield Breaker. So let's see. What can we Demonic Tutor for that lets us Atraxa turn 3? Is that just Seasoned Pyromancer? Let's see. Then I draw Demonic Tutor Pyromancer. Next turn, play Mountain. I have another card in hand. Then I discard that and that. Yeah, I like that. So unless we find something that's like way better that I didn't think about. Huh. So let's see here. It's funny that fourth Eolingus is also like an option. But I think the Seasoned Pyro is just better. Then I go Seasoned Pyro, discard Atraxa and whatever I draw next turn, which I may be a bit sad about, but let's see. Draw. Have to play this because Mountain because we need double red. Play that. Hang on to the Necromancy. Draw a couple of cards. Fourth Eolingus. Yeah, these cards are not what's gonna, make or break this. I guess if Necromancy on Atraxa fails, then I'm gonna be happy about the Eolingus. Let's see. Currency Converter. Sure. Okay. What I could do now is make 2 guys, but I think it's just better to make Atraxa. Okay. The opponent didn't want to see any of that. We reanimate Atraxa, draw like 4 or 5 cards. The reason why I didn't play a land here is if I, randomly hit like a tap land, I can develop. The next turn I can Eolingus for 3, and yeah, we're just winning on many axes. Okay, another Llanowar Elves deck. Let's bring in the Grim Lavamancer, and let's, I guess my opponent showed, maybe it's fine, like, Currency converter. Yeah, let's see a bit more before we decide to have Shield Breaker in there. Yeah, that was easy. Was that turn 3? Yeah, turn 3 Atraxa. Turn 1, Demonic Tutor to set it up. Turn 2, Decent Pyromancer, bin it into the yard, get 3 power on the board, and then turn 3, reanimate it, refill our hand. Yeah. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. Textbook. 101. The blueprint. Just what the doctor ordered. Yeah, I really like this deck. It only had like a few fillers, in my opinion. All the other cards were just so strong. But that's why we have to play out the games. Ooh, what about a hand like this? Does this even have potential? The thing is, I'm playing against green, so if I kill their first guy, I might buy a lot of time. I'm gonna try and keep it, but it's kind of... It's definitely not one of my best hands. It's actually one of the worst keeps, I would say. Crater Maker. Is this where there's actually an argument for just discarding Gristlebrand? Because my opponent didn't play a creature. I'm opening up Shallow Grave, Corpse Dance by doing so. And they wouldn't do anything if I don't do it. I'm going to try and discard the Gristlebrand because it's not like I'm building up for anything like 3 mana plays, 4 mana plays, and I have the Flame Slash to kind of catch up. Flame Slash. Then I could go next turn Crater Maker. And I also have the Dark Ritual, so yeah, I think I like this. When you're on the draw, the price of building your own Entomb is not that big compared to being on the play. So now the thing is, if my opponent kills that card, all of a sudden those cards I was talking about, they don't work anymore. This and that, right? Cycle Timeless Dragon. Okay. Timeless Dragon, I believe, is a black token when it comes back. Yeah, so I can't kill it with Crater Maker. So now we're under some kind of clock. Oh, the One Ring. And Goblin is destroyed, not exiled. So the One Ring is here to stay. Don't like that. There's a Trax. Yeah, that's not going to do a whole lot. So I'm getting somewhat close to Ritual 7-drop. I drew all my 4 fatties this game, which is kind of funny. I don't think I can beat the One Ring. I think that's just too much stuff. Thalia, annoying. It makes the Ritual plan not really a thing. Sentinel annoying. Thraben annoying. Is that just 4 1-drops? That's funny. Oh, the opponent messed up with Thalia here? They even had a discard spell? Yeah, I understand, Yeah, this might not be the game for us. So high variance, like, destroy your opponent, prompt the concession, or sit and do nothing. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I've really been looking forward to the return of Vintage Cube on Magic Online. I've been playing a bit on the draft server, but this is just way more convenient. Okay, Paragon. Bring back Aspirant. The problem is, I need my... maybe that's not true. Maybe the Shallow Grave and Corpse Dance just aren't enough anymore, and I have to kill stuff. I'll try. So, kill that card. Fetch. Okay. So the opponent's basically white weenie with Llanowar elves in it. Black-white with Llanowar elves in it. Okay. Am I supposed to play Dark Ritual before? I actually think I am. Dark Ritual, and I don't think I'm supposed to pay here. I think I'm supposed to try and give it my all. Because now I can draw... No, but maybe it's not good enough. Shallow Grave doesn't do anything. I'll try and put a Tali on top. Mind Twist. Let's Mind Twist our opponent for 1 on the way out. Okay, we try again. We got beat by the One Ring. And a bunch of white creatures. Huh. Can we do anything about that? I don't think so. I think we just have to draw better. I don't know if that strategy is consistent, but I think that's what I'm going to try here. Let's try and draw better. I have 2 tutors, 3 ways to reanimate. Maybe like 1, 2, 3 ways to put stuff in the yard. Yeah, I mean, I can see why this deck isn't super consistent all the time. But yeah, I think it's underperforming a little bit. So let's see. This hand is not a keep. We don't have red, we don't have black. Mulligan. On the draw, I would be tempted, but I don't think it's doable on the play. Because if I don't draw the land right away, I'm just dead. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna keep this hand, and I think I'm gonna bottom Crater Maker and a land, maybe? Crater Maker and a land. Let's see, what can this Arid Mesa go get? I'll have a look here. Arid Mesa can go get Scrubland. I think that's good enough for me. If I don't do that, it can go... let's say I bottom the mountain, then I have Sacred Foundry here, then I can go for... No, I think that's good. Ooh, what a beating. Grim Lavamancer. Pretty decent play. Wayfarer. Withered Wayfarer. I don't think I can... I can offer the trade, I guess. If I don't want my opponent to search lands. Get in for 1 damage, baby. Now, since I drew the Bayou, I might go and get Headquarters. Is that true? Yeah, maybe that's okay. I'm hanging on to the Bitter Triumph until I hopefully find a fatty. And that fatty is gonna be reanimated with Corpse Dance. When you mulligan to 5, you can't really play like a normal kill your opponent's creature, trade 1 for 1, see what happens kind of game plan. Then you're just gonna get owned. Also, this deck is not a good control deck. Portable Hole is annoying, but it is what it is. Now I have a few more good draws, like, I don't know if it's good, but like Lingering Souls, Fourth Lingas, etc. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. It's kind of the same thing against red-green, where... Oh, there's even a chance I shouldn't have... Well, I don't know. I think it's fine to play land. I think it's kind of the same against red-green, where, yeah, the opponent has a million resources, but I can still like come back if I'm able to cheat a Gristlebrand or a Traxa. There's a Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls is basically only going to buy time, but I think it actually does a reasonable job of that, so. So the opponent has like a super slow draw. Could probably never beat a cheated fatty. But that's how it is sometimes. The high variance of playing Reanimator. Yeah, so as I said, the Lingering Soul's purpose here is to buy myself draw steps. Yeah, so we now know opponent has... Yeah. The opponent has a lot of lands in hand. I don't think I mind that. The irony would be if I draw Mind Twist and I gave my opponent all of those free lands, I guess. Okay. Lingering Souls. Crater Maker. Guess I just attack here? Cool thing about Crater Maker is that it blocks Blade Splicer forever, and I can destroy the Golem. But I mean, this is probably some black-white heavy disruptive deck. Like, lots of removal, etc. So I guess that's even better. That makes the tokens even better. I don't think these tokens are gonna go the distance, but they're definitely annoying my opponent here. Also, basically half of my opponent's hand could be lands at this point. 3/3 first striker gets in there, no blocks, and no Shinobi. As always, when the opponent has 4 mana with a blue and a black, it can always be like a sneaky, I think it's called Fallen Shinobi. Esper Sentinel is fine. Flicker Wisp, killing a token, that's fine. Oh, right. Flicker Wisp. Getting another 3/3 with first strike is fine. Come on, baby. Not quite. Not quite. Maybe now I just stay back. Can I win this game in the air? Attack for 4. Block. Kill that. I mean... I'll try. Yeah, let's try. I really doubt this is going to work. The opponent goes to 10. There's the canopy. Okay. My plan is to chump block a golem and kill another one. Then I'm gonna take 6. Unless I want to kill the Flicker Wisp. If I kill the Flicker Wisp, I take only 3. Hmm. Okay. I'll try it here. Discarding the corpse dance. The irony here. I'm ready. I'm ready to stop the video here if I draw a big fatty. I'm ready for it. Come on. Do it to me. Lauren. Mountain. That's not a fatty. Okay, so let's see. How much damage does my opponent have next turn? 3, 4, plus 4, that's 8. So if I stay back, I'm going to lose to the first striker slowly but surely. I'm gonna attack here, and then I'm gonna hope to draw a call against command and win the game, but it's very sketchy. What happens if I whiff 3, 4 plus 4? That's 8. Then I'm down to 5. I guess then I can stay back and block, but at that point the damage is probably done. Opponent attacks. A lot of stuff. It just finishes me off. It finishes me off here. Let's see if the opponent can do it. I feel like they have a bunch of lands. So the question is what their couple of spells are, right? Seems like they have more than one option. Ooh, maybe it's cracking the land. Okay. Okay, my opponent passed the turn. I draw Mind Twist, which is a terrible draw. Let's Mind Twist our opponent. Pay for the Sentinel. Reprieve. Pay for the Sentinel. And now I think I'm at 5. So if I attack with 2, block with 2, then I can still draw the call against command. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do that. Attack with 2 flyers. With the objective to do the same next turn and then try and draw that frickin' call against command. Opponent's down to 4. Containment Priest, let's see. Block, block, take 2, take 5. Yep, that's good games. That was a beating. We managed to reanimate our opponents 1 time each match. And then we managed to play terrible mid-range. 2 out of 3 games per match. And yeah, that's just not going to get you any match wins. So a swift 0-2 here with what I thought looked like an awesome Reanimator deck. But sometimes you have to play out the games, and the wind can blow in both directions. And today, we definitely had a windy road. It was very awesome to be back. You can expect many more Cube videos from my hand. So yeah, see you next time, and thanks for watching.